Happy morning, dear friends. Here's Dr. Rajanta. Welcome to Demystify with Ajay. Dear friends, today we are going to discuss on matrix inverse. The matrix inverse is central to solving matrix equations in practical applications, including fitting statistical model to data. Okay, before going on to the discussion, let me just include the necessary libraries, import the NumPy library and assign it as like alias NP. And next it is for matplotlib. Yes, dear friends, this imports the plotting module pyplot from matplotlib and aliases as PLT. And dear friends, of course, we are also including this import Hilbert. Yes, this is exact functions to create Hilbert matrices for numerical analysis and stability testing. And yes, dear friends, we have included the warnings. Yes, this imports Python's built-in warnings modules, so which allow control over warning messages generated during execution. And yes, we have just included the default parameters. Yes, for the font size and enabling the grids and setting the transparency of the grid lines to 30%. And of course, the font size for all text in plot to 12 points. Yes, and yeah, closing the dictionary and applies all the configuration updates. We have just, let me include this and execute this. Yes, of course, we have the version as NumPy version with 2.3.5. Okay, now let me just move on to a full inverse. What is this full inverse? Yes, dear friends, just now we have discussed that is a full inverse means A inverse multiplied by A, which is equal to A multiplied by A inverse, which is equal to I. So there are two conditions for a matrix to have a full inverse. One, of course, it is a square, and the second one, it is all about a full rank. Dear friends, every square full rank matrix has an inverse, and every matrix has a full inverse is square and full rank. By the way, I am using the term full inverse here to distinguish it from the next two possibilities. That is, you would typically refer to the full inverse simply as an inverse matrix. Okay, now let me just move on to this code. So yes, dear friends, this exact code is just made use of computes the inverse of 2 into 2 matrix using both the closed form formula and NumPy. So that verifies their equivalence. Okay, starting with this code, kindly just observe. Yes, we are just going to assign an value of A. Okay, so that is A matrix 1, 4 and 2, 7, the same thing. Okay, and we are just going to assign an entries as such A, B, C, D as here A of 0, 0 and A of 0 and 1 and 1, 0 and 1, 1. We are just going to have A matrix, and this one it would be as like A, B, C, D, and kindly just observe this would be as like assigning 1, 4, 2 and 7. So A of 0, 0, A of 0, 1 and A of 1, 0 and A of 1, 1. Okay, so this is what. Okay, now let me just define the determinant A. Okay, so here it is specified as like A multiplied by D minus B multiplied by C. Yes, of course. So determinant of A, which is equal to AD minus BC. So here, of course, 1 into 7 minus 4 into 2, which is equal to 7 minus 8. Here it is minus 1. And dear friends, kindly just keep it in mind. If the exact determinant is not equal to 0, of course, the matrix is invertible. And of course, if it has an equivalent towards 1, yes, the magnitude 1, that is area or preserved. And we just, if we make use of an negative sign, yes, it seems to be as like an orientation of flipped. So this is what, kindly keep it in mind. Okay, now let me just moving on towards manual inverse formula. Here we have And next we are just going to have our numpy. Okay, first let me just discuss about this manual inversion formula. So kindly just observe 1 by determinant of A multiple by with this matrix A. So what it happens? Of course, we already know about the formula. Anyhow, I just let you know again. So the formula here is A inverse, which is equal to 1 divided by AD minus BC, and here with a matrix of D minus B minus C and A. So this is what the exact formula. So let me just substitute our value here. So yes, A inverse, which is equal to 1 by, of course, we just when we just make it onto this determinant, we just got minus 1. Okay, so multiple by 7 minus 4 and minus 2 1. Directly we are just substituting this, and here what we just get, minus 7 4 2 and minus 1. Of course, this is what's the exact resultant. Okay, dear friends, now let me just make use of this inverse by using the numpy functionalities. And here, dear friends, it just uses a general purpose algorithm. What is it? Yeah, it is all about the LU decomposition. Okay, so LU decomposition, and here it produces the same result by using the up to floating point precision. Okay, so that is what. So let me just check with when on execution, and here we want to make use of the formula. Yes, we are just using all close for confirming both methods agree numerically, and let me just expect the true, and wait, we are just going for verification of this inverse property. So here kindly just observe A at A inverse manually. So it is going to result as like of course A inverse, which is equal to, yes, of course it is an identity. Let me just see this. Okay, so yes, let I just execute. So what we have just discussed before, so this is what, kindly just see. So the A, what we had is 1 4 and 2 and 7. Okay, and next we have just made the manual functionality, and here we just got the A inverse, and here we just got the A inverse as like minus 7 4 2 and minus 1. That is what here we just got. And to the same, by using this numpy also we just got the same. And whether it is matching, of course it is matching. And what is the exact output? Yes, it is resultant. So the exact verification here, it is A multiple by A inverse, which is equal to I. So dear friends, here why this exact equation works. Dear friends, kindly just observe one thing. We have a matrix. So again, I just go above, kindly just observe. So here we have a matrix as like this one. Here it is as like D minus B minus C and A. So this is what the exact inverse functionality. And here it is an adjugate matrix, because dividing by determinant rescales it to a exact undo of A. And here what is the exact geometric meaning is this A, yes, it seems to be as like it transforms the plane, and here we just get the determinant A, yes, it is a area scaling factor. And to the last A inverse, of course, it reverses this exact transformation. And dear friends, last but not least, simple in functionality, let I just specify, yes, for a 2 into 2 matrix, A inverse, which is equal to 1 by determinant of A multiple by adjunct of A. Okay, so this is the exact formula. Okay, but this closed formula exists only for small matrix. Yes, it does not scale well to higher dimension. And when we just go for a practical note, kindly just observe, dear friends, if you are using for a large matrix, always use numerical methods. Numerical methods, of course, we have just used in NumPy. So this exact method, kindly just go with this. Okay, always use this, and it will just better solve the system. And explicit formula becomes only computational expensive and numerical unstable. Okay, yes, dear friends. So I think this would be very much easy. Let me just move on towards, of course, I just want to specify one more important thing. This exact code would just demonstrate the defining property of a singular matrix and contrast the non-existence of a true inverse with the existence of a pseudo inverse. Okay, so that is a very important functionality. So let me just start discussing with the code. So dear friends, kindly just observe here we have our singular matrix B, which is equal to 1, 4, 2 and 8. Row 2, which is equal to 2 multiple by row 1. Is it yes or no? So kindly just see here 1, 4, 2 and 8. This exact row 2 is twice the times of row 1. So here rows are linear dependent. So here this exact matrix is a rank deficient. Now let me just define the exact determinant of B. Okay, and kindly just observe, dear friends, here we are just going to have our value as B of 0 comma 0 into B of 1 into 1 minus B of 0 comma 1 into B of 1 comma 0. So yes, let me just assign the exact value, and here our B is 1, 4, 2 and 8. So when on just multiplying 1 into 8 minus 4 into 2. So here, of course, 8 minus 8, it is 0. So here, determinant of B, which is equal to 0, implicates, yes, B is singular and non-invertible. Of course, it is defined. Okay, now let me just move on to have the rank. Okay, and kindly just observe, dear friends, here, don't get confusion. The rank here, it is 1 instead of 2. Here it is 1 because the column lies in one dimensional subspace. So transformation collapses the plane onto a line. Okay, now let me just attempt an inversion. So on attempting an inversion, there would be a possibilities of an rising an error. Of course, here it just makes an rising an error whether it is a singular matrix or not. Because of course, kindly just observe one thing, dear friends. Whenever we just go for and no matrix B inverse exists in such that B multiple by B inverse, which is equal to I. Okay, and here when you just go towards this pseudo inverse, that is Mori-Penrose inverse functionalities. Okay, we are just going to discuss it further, but anyhow, let I specify this. This is what the pseudo inverse, and this one always exists even for a singular matrix. Okay, and it is mainly computed for singular value decomposition, that is for SVD. We will discuss it later in coming sessions. Okay, and when on just making towards this structure, kindly just observe, dear friends, for rank 1, of course we have our rank 1 matrix. So this one here, the pseudo inverse effectively inverts along the non-zero singular directions. So it ignores the null spaces. Okay, and when we just make use of this one, product of okay, so product of B plus, this exact line, kindly just observe, it is going to result and not the identity matrix. Why? Because kindly see here, this one B into B multiple by B inverse, which is equal to I, but here B multiple by B plus, that is the product in identity matrix. Actually, this is going to give as P. This is a projection matrix. Okay, and here projection interpretation always, yes, P which is equal to B multiple by B plus, this is actually here projects any vector onto a column space of B. And in this case, of course, our column space is a single dimension. So here single dimension, it just gives a span of 1, 2. And kindly just see here, it is of course as a column space of single dimension, and so any vector is projected onto this line. Okay, before going further, let I just execute the code and kindly just observe. Yes, dear friends. So here, this is our matrix B. So 1, 4 and 2, 8. And yes, here we have our determinant is equal to 0, and kindly just observe the rank is 1. Yes, column 2, of course we have two columns, but anyhow, and here when numpy rises, we are just going to have a singular error as a singular matrix, and towards the pseudo inverse still exists and produce B multiple by B plus. So here we just have the exact output as like 0.2, 0.4 and 0.4 and 0.8, which is not the identity, but it is the orthogonal projection onto the column space of this B. The pseudo inverse get as close to I as possible for a singular matrix. So here, dear friends, when we just go for true inverse, if it is exists, we have already discussed A multiple by A inverse, which is equal to I. But when on specifying about the pseudo inverse, A multiple by A projection, that is which is projection on column space. So here, according to the exact example, we have the matrix B, which it comprises with 2D space onto a line. And this information is lost, that is not recoverable. But when we just specify this B plus, yes, it provides the best possible inverse and it results least square solution and cannot reconstruct loss component. Why this exactly? Of course, pseudo inverse is essentially when solving undetermined or overdetermined system and performing least square regression. And of course, we are working with rank deficient data. Dear friends, this exact code demonstrated, of course, a matrix with zero determinant, of course, and reduced rank and no inverse. And here, when we just had a failure, yes, of course, by using a numpy, we can identify. And here, existence of pseudo inverse B plus, that is also we have discussed. And the interpretation with B multiple by B plus as a projection operator, and it is not an identity. That is also we have discussed it here. So hope, yes, with this session, we unlock the concept of matrix inverse. Dear friends, existent dependence on rank. A square full rank matrices has a full inverse, that is A inverse A, which is equal to A inverse, which is equal to identity. Hope I think this exact session it would be useful. So kindly like this video, share it with someone starting their data science or machine learning or generative AI journey, and subscribe to Demystify with Ajay for more such real world explanation. Thanks for watching, dear friends. See you in the next video.